What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I am Magicide, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to our series, and welcome back to myself, I guess, because it's been a hot minute since I've recorded a video. I put out a channel update video and then published whatever other remaining videos that I had in my two series probably about a month ago now. And I'm back. At least I hope I'm back. Like I said in the channel update video, I had went out of town to visit some family, and I came home, and then I had some major reconstructive surgery, and I'm about 2.5 weeks outside of that surgery, and I've been doing a pretty damn good job of healing up here. But you know, I'm still in considerable amount of pain, but I mean, I think everything is going rather swimmingly for the most part, if not slowly to some degree. But I think I'm at that point now where I feel comfortable enough actually being able to record videos again. Whereas, like, say, a week ago, I don't think I was physically able to do it. It was just too painful. Too painful for me to actually, you know, move my arm around and, you know, sit at the desk and operate a mouse, you know, for more than maybe like a 2-minute period. So here we are. I think what I'll do, I need to pace myself. So I think what I'll do is maybe record an hour, hour and a half per series per day kind of thing, just to keep myself above water content wise, and you know, not start to fall behind with releasing videos. But it's nice to be back. It's great to be back. I've been thinking a lot about what games I want to cover next, and the series that I have currently. And I said before, kind of like a couple episodes ago, as far as this campaign goes, that I wanted to continue on with it for a little while longer before I kind of maybe attempted maybe putting it aside, because we are looking at the Holy Fury expansion releasing at some point. I'm going to assume that Paradox will release it right around the Steam winter sale, or like right around probably October. I think that's usually their MO, or maybe like early November. That's what I think anyways. I'm just speculating here, just going off of basically what empirically Paradox has released before in the past, you know, later on in the year when it comes to some of their expansions and whatnot. And well, they're releasing basically a whole suite of awesome new changes. I'm very much looking forward to it. One of the changes is something that I have hoped and prayed to the Paradoxian gods, that they would release a thing that actually completely randomized the map, because I wanted to continue to play Crusader Kings II, but you know, it does become a little boring and monotonous at times, especially after you've been playing it for so long, like I have, that you know, I just wanted to experience it in a new way. And I know that there's been like some mods out there and some other utilities like the map generator and whatnot that kind of sort of did it. But now that it's official that they're going to actually have the randomization feature, and then they're actually implementing an official Shattered World option themselves, that I think that doing this is kind of superfluous in the context of, well, this is before Holy Fury actually straight up releases, so we still, you know, this is as good as it's going to get. And this mod is hella good, by the way. It's still completely great, but it's going to be absolutely obsolete the moment that Holy Fury releases. So with that being said, you know, like my other I guess point of contention when playing this campaign is that, like, you know, we're not like infallible here. We're not like super powerful, but we are pretty strong. We're in a pretty good position to, you know, fend off whatever kind of nonsense might come our way, except if, you know, like, I don't know, if they if the Germanic pagans over here ever manage to say reform their religion, which they're never going to do, even though they have the moral authority, and not one group manages to have enough piety and own all of their necessary requisite holy sites in order to do it. So the long story short is that, like, you know, I think that at some point, like, I really just want to maybe put the campaign down at once, you know, I realize that we're just going to basically steamroll the entire world. But the interesting thing is that we did turn on the Mongol Empire, or excuse me, the Mongols. You know, they're going to show up at a random point in time. They showed up early, you know, before the world had a really good chance to consolidate into big, strong powers. So the Mongol Empire is pretty much unopposed right now, and I don't know how far they're going to spread. Normally, they'll work themselves like over here, maybe into like a very Eastern Europe, and then they kind of like slow down. But if we take a look at them, the Mongols, they have actually a severely reduced amount of troops from what they had before, but they still have a hell of a lot of troops. 72,552 event spawn troops, so that's kind of where we're sitting at with this. I'm really curious to find out what ends up happening to these guys. I think that once all of their event spawn troops pretty much, you know, becomes a negligible amount, that these guys will start to fracture, and then, you know, they'll start to split themselves, and then, you know, by that point, we'll have already pretty much steamrolled the campaign, and that's what I'm saying. I'm kind of waiting for like that tipping skills. I'm going to find out. I guess this campaign is going to be predicated on the Mongol Empire and seeing what they do, assuming that we don't have something that just happens disastrously to us, which I don't really anticipate, but we'll see. Anyways, I have not really investigated much about our campaign since the last time I recorded videos for it, so I'm just trying to play a little catch-up here. We are in a war with Germany here for conquest of Nigeria, which is one of these provinces over here. There you are. Okay, looks like we already have the war goal. We're just conquering the 2 sub-holdings over here, and then we have Songhai down here. I think we're just doing it for 1 province. De jure war over Dijan. Okay, so we are doing a de jure war. That's fine. All right, let's get into it. Let's stop running our mouth and actually jump right into our campaign. One other thing I should do is slow down the speed a little bit so I can get my bearing. And then, don't we have ships? I thought we had some transport ships because I vaguely remember still having a couple of them raised, so I could pick up my remaining stacks. Okay, so let's unpause. Oh, there they are. Duh. So let's group up these gentlemen here, get them on the ships, and oh, something else here is I got some people that are actually warring with each other. So these people here are trying to revoke some titles. So let's try to have them make some peace, if you would, please. Let's use this little stack here. You guys are on your way. Okay, very good. Let's see here. My grievance will remain. I would not dream. Okay, so she is going to comply, which is good. Really sucks when you're trying to do stuff and, you know, all of your vassals are starting to consolidate their own power. We are, by the way, let's see here. Our realm, we're at high crown authority. We're not going to be able to get max crown authority until our legalism is level 5. But we are saving up for it. We're getting close to the point of getting up to level 4. Right. I'm seeing our military technology here. Our military is good, but it could be a lot better. And our retinues, our cultural retinues, are the Berber cavalry, so we may want to pump that up. But I'm going to go with siege equipment, and I think we'll pump up to the next level of cavalry. I think that looks like a pretty good idea. Normally, I try to always gun for military organization first and then siege equipment. We are somewhat, what do you call it, maritime, so obviously our shipbuilding is going to be kind of necessary. However, I mean, to be very honest, I think we have enough to kind of disregard that for now. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, I think I just had that stack sitting there just in case they were going to come after me. Okay, why don't we do this? Actually, you know what we could do? Just send all of you guys over here. Let's see here, put you over here. So we have a new kinswoman. Okay. Let us get you married matrilineally. That's right, I remember actually inviting a whole bunch of other pagans to my court. Just simply so I can actually have marriage targets. Okay, so you need to get married. Alright, here we go. My son Wesley Sniper has a tender and loving soul, trusting everyone in the castle. I will fear he will get hurt someday. Yeah, let's try to make him... He will become kind, which is good. Kind is a really good trait. Okay, all these like small stacks, you guys can help out with the siege. I don't... Actually, I think I'm going to place my ships probably over here in preparation for Songhai. Because he's going to be my next target, obviously. Let's see, what do we got here? We can negotiate with somebody. Some raiders. So we're being raided somewhere. I don't really see where our raiders are at. We can still form a whole bunch of kingdoms, but I'm going to hold off on that. See, the reason why I don't want to form the kingdoms is because the people that are in the de jure portions of those kingdoms will start to desire, or the ones that actually have the titles, they'll start to actually desire those titles, and you'll end up getting the opinion mouses because of it. However, though, the one boon for it is that you get increased prestige from having the titles. So I'm gonna hold off on that. I want to actually hold off on that, simply because when we get up to High Crown Authority, we are going to obviously want to go up to Imperial Administration, absolutely, and then we can create Viceroyals and everything, because Viceroyals are awesome. So what I'm really afraid of here is that even though we have the war goal and everything, like, it's not going to be enough war score here to actually do anything, because I don't remember actually having any battles, did we? No. Oh, by the way, you know, something I have not checked out was prisoners. So you were a problem vassal. And you're a duke. Can I revoke one of your titles? No. Okay, so I don't really want to piss off my vassals. Is there anybody else that I can ransom? There is not. And we do already have... We have 3 concubines. One of them's 25. You are a genius kinswoman, so obviously you're going to remain. And you're 22, okay, and strong. So I got a new son. Marlboros, we're going to call you Newports. How about that? Oh, you know what? Should probably stop naming them after cigarette brands, since I quit smoking like a good almost 3 months ago now. Yay for me. Let us find you. How about a strong baby? I like the sound of that. So I'm going to fully actually siege all this stuff out, like that. And then I guess we're going to end up having to go to his mainland. So you know what, actually, let's pause the game. We could probably do it like this. Let's split you in half. We'll take this stack here. These guys here. We'll do the same thing. Yeah, and then we'll start actually sieging them out up here in southern France. Okay, so I know Songhai is going to end up getting some war score down there, and we're going to get negative ticking war score since we don't have our war goal, but that's fine with me. I would actually transport those troops down there, but I'm trying to play this safe because I don't want Germany to come at me with like some disgusting huge stack. Just like out of nowhere, because I wasn't paying attention. How many troops does he actually possess right now? He has... Yeah, he did raise his host. Okay. Very nice. Oh, well, he's got a 5,000. Oh, actually, that's fine. Let's group these guys together. Let's make sure that they have the best commanders here. That looks, I guess, okay with me. Don't remember what their skills were. Let's see here. You're a defender. This man here is a battlefield terrain master and a light foot leader. Okay. So let's come over here and smash them in the face. Let's go actually around this way so we're not taking this river crossing penalty here. Now, I do have to say that I've mentioned in the past that I upgraded my computer. Or I didn't upgrade, I built a new computer, right? And I actually upgraded I bought a new monitor now, so I'm actually running it in full 1080p instead of this really wonky 1600 by 900. And since I've actually upgraded built a new computer, I'm able to actually run this and record videos in full 60 frames per second. Like when I first started doing it, I did it that way. And, you know, I was running into some issues there, so I had to downgrade it to 30 frames per second. Let's pause our game here. And now that I actually have a computer that can actually handle everything, I'm totally going to be able to run it in full HD now. You know what? I think we're going to do... Let's do this man here. He is a rough terrain expert. I think he's like the head of our religion too, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So we don't actually have any societies. I know that Paradox has updated this region over here. They're actually added in whole new territories over here to coincide with what EU4 has. So there's going to be different ways to get down here. Like there's going to be the whole air, the country air, and then Zazao I think gets a little piece, and then I think Timbuktu should be over here. I forget who's actually over in this section, but they're adding all this air into here, and I think they've definitely buffed up the pagans. They've done so much. They're going to do so much with the whole new religious mechanics and everything. But what I'm really hoping is that they actually threshed out the West African religion, because the way it is now, it's so like bland and generic. There's nothing special about it, and you know, there's no societies. We only get the one holy order too. It's very disappointing. I'm gonna assume that after this battle is done, yeah, there's our 100%. Yep. Get our piece. Alright, and then we also had one of the prisoners here. I'm assuming I didn't actually release him. So we got this guy here. Can we revoke one of your titles? Alright, don't want to do that. Yeah, there he is. Just a little bit of cash. And then, let's see here. This is our new province, so let's create some new vassals. And now we're over our... Oh, we're not over our domain. Okay, I can live with that. We'll put our ships, say, like, right over here in the coast of Asturias. We have collected a special tithe. Very nice. Got a lot of cash here. I don't remember exactly what I was going to do with all this money. I know one of the things was our holy order. Let me pause the game real quick. If we take a look at this man. He does like us. He won't take vassalization because... Huh. So maybe we need to grow a little stronger. See, what we want to do is actually max out his opinion of us, like just by giving him a gift for one, and then we are going to go into the intrigue menu here to donate the money to the spirit guardians. And like, you do this enough times and like the guy will absolutely like love the hell out of us and he'll become our vassal, but it doesn't look like that's going to actually happen anytime soon. We could actually get a couple more retinues. So here, I think I've stuck with this one right here, the generic light skirmish retinue. I'm thinking we may want to go with the generic defensive one, because I don't want to do our cultural Berber cavalry retinue, because it's just so damn expensive. And it's interesting to me that the light skirmish is actually more than the regular skirmish, because these guys have heavy infantry. I think we're going to do defense. We'll do, say, 3 of them. And then, let's see here. Let's take a look at our domain here. So I would prefer to actually upgrade stuff that's over by us. Over by our mainland here. Let's see here. I think we're going to end up having to work on these guys. So, let's see here. Let's build ourselves a keep, so we can get additional troops. And let's see here. And you need a keep yourself. Okay. Let's see here. And then, let's see here. Fez can definitely use an upgrade. Who needs a keep as well. Looks like I'm going to be building keeps all around, which is fine. We have the money for it. Okay, that looks good. Let's stick with that. I could have swore there was something else I was going to use my money for that I was saving up for, but I don't remember what it was. So we have an unlanded son. I suppose we could probably get rid of one of those titles to one of our sons, by the way. Do we have enough to actually create the kingdom empire? Interesting. So we don't actually have enough to form this duchy here, the Duchy of Navarra. I guess we could go after Saxony next if I really wanted to. So we're going to take a little bit of detour here to smash these raiders, and then we'll work our way down to Songhai and finish up that war. Okay, so the Cathars have become big and strong. Now that we're on our ships, let's come down here, disembark and do all that. For some time now, Prince Newport has been overcome with fatigue and troubled by a persistent cough. I have now been informed that these symptoms are due to pneumonia. That's not good. Oh, we already have a patron deity. You know something? I actually have some money. Why don't we search for a smith? We need a new set of armor. Yes. So we should have enough money to actually take one of the more expensive options, by the way. Okay, let's group you guys out. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put the... I would like to actually have, like, one per... Yeah, something like this. Let's see here. I just want to keep things kind of nice and even. Yeah, like that. So, and we'll have the middle flank be the stronger one. Nice. So one of my vassals has actually declared a war on who? Oh wow, okay. That is something that I'd like to do, is actually work my way more east over here into the Persian Gulf, but I don't want to get too close to the Mongols. Wow, they just straight up like stood their army down. Nice. And I think what I could do here with the with Songhai, he's only got 2,000 troops, is I could stand down my my vassal levy so they can you know, kind of calm down here. Some of this stuff's getting a little ridiculous. Okay, my marshal has told me about a remarkable armor smith residing in Almanza. He just suggested that I invite the man to my court to see if his work, or see his work for myself. Okay, sweetly. Is this my guy? Is this him? I think it is. Okay, once my marshal is assured that the armorsmith's craftsmanship left nothing to be desired, I received him in the throne room. He introduced himself as Master Iglaf and gestured towards his numerous assistants, who all carried example of his work. Does my Badshah have anything special in mind? I am in need of protection. Make me a strong and sturdy set of armor. Okay, a set of armor, I see. An excellent choice, my Badshah, says Master Iglaf, and calls forward an assistant cradling several sets of armor in his arm. I have a couple of examples here. One must determine what one needs. Actually, it should be... there should be an S at the end of this paradox. And how much one is willing to pay, although they would all serve your highness well. Holy Jesus Christ. That's a lot of money, so I was mistaken. We could go in a little bit of debt. How much money are we making a month? We can go, like, a lot into debt. Give me something that's effective. How about that? And then what we'll do is we will, say, stand on the ships first. Oh. So I'm totally just using vassal levy here. Interesting. Okay. Let's go ahead and take this man here. Didn't really want to take the guy that was above him because he was a whatchamacallem, inspiring leader. So you're just a defender. I think we'll take our one man here, and then we'll put you in the flank. Okay, and let's go down there and smash him in the face. Finish our war. Kinswoman needs a guardian. Okay, that looks good to me. During the afternoon, as I went to check on the progress of Master Iglaf, I walked in to see him getting my son, Prince Newport, to help with the forging process. Together, they were lifting pieces of metal, and Iglaf was showing Newport how to mold the materials into shape. Not exactly what I am paying him for, but a form of service nonetheless. So, looks like I'll lose 50 prestige, but my son will get the trait Brawny. Interesting. I have never actually seen this result before. Hell yeah. So just out of curiosity, Mr. Newport, he is in fact Brawny. Fabulous. That is such a hard trait to gain. There's only like so many different ways to actually do it. Oh, and by the way, so this is what I'm talking about right here. The county of this county here, whatever it's called, has converted to West African faith. If I go into my message settings, I have straight up like turned everything on to make sure that it pops up as a goddamn pop-up, but it won't pop up as a pop-up. And I'm getting really pissed off about that. I've been thinking about this on and off since I've had my surgery, about actually going onto the Paradox forums and saying, yo, what the hell is going on here? I need this to pop up as a pop-up and not show up as my high priority tab over here. It's ridiculous. And speaking of which, I didn't even actually see what the split mail did. Let's take a look. The split mail gives me some pretty good stats there. What I wanted to do is make sure that this man here, he's proselytizing somewhere. Okay, so let's go into the religious map mode. Okay, so he's still trying to work that county. That's fine. Let's see here. You are researching some military technology. Yeah, that's right. That's fine. Instead of training troops, that's the reason why. I was trying to get some more tech. And my current ambition is rulership. Because once you, if you have this, the stewardship focused life skill or whatever, and then it's less than 4, like right now we're on number 3, the fortune builder, we're trying to get Midas's touch. If you go into the actual, the top one, the top stewardship based, which would be rulership, there's a chance you'll get a pop-up saying you've increased your skill here. So that's why we're going to keep it that way. Besides, actually having this other county will provide us with some additional benefits the moment it stops being recently conquered. Okay, so looks like we got some more goddamn raiders, because of course. Because there's like really no Christianity in this game anymore, except for the heresies. Which means all the pagans are going to remain pagans, which means they're going to remain raiding us. And being a bunch of bastards. Okay, so what I need to do... Oh, we are going to catch him. I was going to say, we probably could split our armies up in half to attack him and then de-siege all this stuff. Actually, you know what? Put it in thirds, so I can take the wargle. It doesn't really look like that's going to be a problem. Let's go back up to speed 4 here. Wasting some valuable time. Okay, you are going to go down there. That's fine. Let us take this man here we want, our siege leader. Por favor, and then we'll put whomever else on the flanks. We'll take not you. I think it's gonna have to be that man, which is fine. Okay, we got a victory. So you need a guardian. It's fine. So we need another commander because they're dropping like flies. Shit, I think I'm gonna have to do this, man. Still have both of our siege leaders, which is great. Okay, what I can do here, I think, is pretty much just assault to de-siege everything. I'll keep them as one stack, though. And then, I don't really care about their remnants of their army. It's not a big deal for me. Although... I'm not gonna actually pass this by, but I think we should go in and attack him again. Okay, we got a kinswoman. Let's get you married to somebody. Okay, that looks good. Let's see here. We got another child that needs a guardian. Another kinswoman who needs a marriage proposal. Okay, let's give you a guardian. Go. Now piss off and leave me alone, damn it. Okay, so a bunch of our keeps are finished. Pretty fantastic. Looks like we may have actually received some new prisoners, but could be wrong about that. Nice. So Marrakesh, do you guys have a keep? Okay, you do. Let's see here. This place. Okay, Fez, we've already built one there. Figwig. Let's do like a round of castle walls. I'm really a big fan of castle walls. They give you not only an increase in defense and levy, but they also give you the increase in tax revenue. Let's see here. Pontevedra. Okay, you need a stable, so I'm gonna hold off on that for now. You're good there. I think Marrakesh. Okay. Agadir. Let's do another round of the castle town. I think we'll hold off on anything else from that point forward. We're not getting as much money anymore because I did buy those additional revenue or retinues. And, you know, since they start off with only 1 soldier... Holy shit. I already have 100%. Well, you know what? I think I'm going to wait for this 1 siege to finish up here. Or these 2 sieges, rather. Okay, I got a nephew here who needs a guardian. Why don't we do Say somebody that is content with a high marshal. Like that man. And then I have a chance to actually arrest this man for something. Because he's, what, trying to fabricate a claim. Yeah, we're going to try to arrest him. Alright. So we got a rebellion now. Potentially getting rid of a problem vassal here. Come on. As a matter of fact. So I'll just start to walk you up there. Nice. Get a special tithe.